What's up everyone, this is Ryan with Danger's Edge, and today I'm doing a video that is kind of an experiment. So what we have here is a super rusty knife, and the story behind this knife is I was throwing at a place with water at a stump, and when I threw the knife, it went into a hole within the middle of the log. You've probably seen it many times where logs get rotted out from the inside. So as the knife went towards the log, it went right in and went really far in there. And what's funny is this was about, a year and a half ago, we'll say. And I couldn't get the knife out, and I was like, damn, it's gone forever. Bye-bye, right? A year later, I went back to the same log, and I was throwing a different knife, and it happened again. I threw the knife and went all the way in there, and I couldn't see it. But thankfully, I was able to see it after a little bit of digging, and when I pulled it out, it was the knife from the first time, a year ago. And that's this knife, super rusted, because the log it was halfway in the water. So I ended up getting both of the knives back, and this one was extremely rusted, as you can see. And I was gonna throw it away, and my buddy Josh was like, no, keep it, I'm sure you can salvage it. If anything, it'll be a fun video, so that's what we're gonna do today. I have a mixture of WD-40 and vinegar, and I've seen both of these used in different ways to get rust off. I kind of did a little bit of testing already with a knife that wasn't as rusty, and it turned out pretty well, but this one is quite the behemoth of rust. So I'm just gonna put it in there and just see how long it takes, and we'll hop back to this and see if the rust is all gone. I'll probably have to do a bit of wiping on it and maybe a little sanding afterwards, but this is just to see if this mixture is, things that you might have around the house to get a quick fix on anything super rusty. So let's get into it. Okay, so we have our rusty knife here, extremely rusty. Don't even like touching it. And we have our apple cider vinegar for some flavoring, and some WD-40. Now I have this old plastic tray that happened to be like a perfect size for this knife, and you can see the rust in there from the past attempt at this. So I'm just gonna add a little bit more of both of these, put the knife in there, and I'll give it about a day and come back and just see the progress. Hopefully the acidity of the apple cider really just takes off all the rust or makes it really weak so it can flake off like you see in there. But yeah, let's just put this in there, add a little bit of each, and we'll hop back in a couple of hours, maybe a day. Okay, that should do it. Now it looks like the knife is completely under the liquid, and we're just gonna let that sit for a couple hours, and hopefully it does what we need to do. So we'll be back in a second. All right, and we are back. I have the knife that's been stewing in here for maybe about 4 hours, I'd say. We have a sacrificial towel that's gonna be used to clean this up, and we'll see how much I can just rub off of it. And if there's still a lot on there, maybe I'll just leave it in for another round. Very grimy, but we'll see. Maybe it just all slides right off, all juicy like. Now I can feel that there's still a lot of rust on there, but maybe it's been actually doing a bit. I can see it chipping off a bit. Yeah, it's getting there, you see? You can see the nice metal right under it. Yeah, you can definitely see it. It's coming back. So this knife is not done yet. It still has a little bit of life in it. Especially right here, I feel like. Yeah, see that? So as crazy as that rust was, you leave it in there for just a little bit and this stuff starts coming off. I'd say that's a pretty effective process. So we'll put it in one more time, and I'll get back to you guys in another 4 hours or something like that, and we'll see how it looks. So let's go ahead and just put this back. All right, so we're back here. I left this out for about 2 days in total. I couldn't really get to it yesterday, and it looks really gross. You can see that the vinegar has changed to like a very rusty consistency. It's actually dropped in the amount of liquid in it too significantly. It's very interesting. The knife is now out of the liquid almost entirely. So I'm gonna grab this, give it a good wipe down, and we'll see what we're working with. Now let's see how this is gonna come out. Now it looks like it's really almost there. As you can see, we're back down to like a nice base of clean metal. Just a few chunks of old rust left. This towel has really been through it. But I think at this point, we can easily salvage this with just a little sand. There we go, look at that. So this is the knife, salvaged from a tree that was sitting rusting in water for a year. Whole summer in Tahoe, whole winter, and found, remarkably. So I wish I had something to give it a throw into. We can try this tree real quick. We'll give it a throw for y'all. Give it a half spin. There we go. So it works. It works for sure. Will I use it as much as my other ones? Probably not. Maybe, I don't know. It's got a really cool design to it now. And has a cool story to it. But yeah, there we go. That was my video on salvaging this knife. And it was fun. Very easy, very light work. Really just putting it in a tub of liquid and rubbing it with a towel, and got all the way to here. You know, a little sanding too, but really I didn't do too much. And it feels smooth, you know, there's not really any, I think the whole process really rounded it out. But as you can tell from that throw, the tip is still sharp enough for it to be of use. Let's give it a no spin. Let's see if we can do a no spin real quick. So I'm gonna hold it like that. Oh yeah, look at that. This knife is active. Honestly, this one might be my favorite of these now. It has more history. Maybe I will throw it. Anyways, this is Ryan with Dangerous Edge. Thanks for sticking around for my science project, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.